the different forms of Krishna. What are those different forms? The whole chapter talks about different forms of Krishna, but now we have a beautiful chart here. That chart explains everything. So Sankshipta means to put everything in a chart is very, very interesting. In your notes it is there. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he describes to Sanatana Goswami about the forms of Krishna. So see, those charts are there. Of course, there are two kinds of charts. One is in that notes, Hindi notes which are being given to you. Other is in your mobile, you can just see mobile and see. There are three forms of Krishna, basically. One is known as Swayam Rupa, other one is known as Tadekatma Rupa, and other one is known as Avesha Rupa. So you can see all the three names clearly in your this thing. Swayam Rupa, Tadekatma Rupa, and Avesha Rupa. Now, what is Swayam Rupa? Swayam Rupa, it manifests as Swayam Prakasha, Krishna in his personal manifestation, and Prabhava Prakasha and Vibhava Prakasha. So what is Prabhava Prakash and Vibhava Prakash? Krishna expanding in Rasa Leela. That is known as same. You cannot make any distinction. Same color, same form. That is known as Prabhava Prakash. And Krishna expands as Balaram. So this feature is what? What? Vaibhava Prakash. So Vibhava Prakash. Actually it's not Vaibhava, it is Vibhava Prakash. Probably Vibhava Prakash. So the Vibhava Prakash of Krishna is Balaram. Form is different and also the color is different. So these, but both are same. Like once Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna is white, black Balaram, and Balaram is white Krishna. So both, there is no distinction. Both are in Vrindavan. They are Swayam Rupa, Swayam Prakasha. The manifestation of Krishna eternally in Vrindavan exists. So this Krishna is being described in Bhagavatam, 10th canto. 10th canto of Bhagavatam describes this Krishna, the Vrindavan Krishna, who is Swayam Prakasha. Now comes Tadekatma Rupa. So in Tadekatma Rupa, you have Prabhava Vilasa and Vibhava Vilasa. So from the Prabhava Vilasa, you have Adi Chaturvyuha. That is what? Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudeva. Vasudeva, Sankarshna, Pradyumna. And these four, they are there in the four directions of Dwaraka. They are in Dwaraka, Adi Chaturvyuha. So the Sankarshana of the Adi Chaturvyuha, the Pratham Chaturvyuha, comes the Dvitiya Chaturvyuha. That is Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudeva. They are in the four corners of what? Of Vaikuntha. And in between, in the center of Vaikuntha, you have Narayana. Like that, there are unlimited Vaikuntha planets. Unlimited Vaikuntha planets. And then you have the Sankarshna, Pradyumna, and Vasudeva. From there, you have again two forms. Keshava, Narayana, three forms. Keshava, Narayana, Madhava. Like that, you have all the list in the entire thing. That we will not go details into that. We should know there are 24 forms. They are Vibhava Vilasa, Dvitiya Chaturvyuha, and the 24 different forms are there. Now, coming to the Swamshas, Vilasa and Swamshas. The Swamshas are the 6 categories of avatars. So what are the 6 categories of avatars? You have Purusha avatar, then you have Leela avatar, then you have Guna avatar, then you have Manvantara avatar, then you have Yuga avatar, and then you have Shakti Avesha avatar. So Purusha avatar. There are three Purusha avatars. Who are they? Karanodakshi Vishnu, Garbhodakshi Vishnu, Kshirodakshi Vishnu. And what is the purpose of Purusha avatars? The purpose of Purusha avatar is creation, maintenance and destruction, especially anything to do with this world. For the purpose of creation of this world, Krishna takes Purusha avatars. Karanodakshi Vishnu. And who is Karanodakshi Vishnu? From connection with Krishna, Krishna expands into Balaram, Balaram expands into the Pratama Chaturvyuha, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Niruddha and Vasudeva. From the Pratama Chaturvyuha, Dvitiya Chaturvyuha comes. From Pratama Chaturvyuha, Sankarshana, Dvitiya Chaturvyuha comes. Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Niruddha and Vasudeva in Vaikuntha. And they expand into many unlimited forms. The last Chaturvyuha, Sankarshana of the last Chaturvyuha, he expands into Mahasankarshan. Mahasankarshan incarnates as Karanodakshi Vishnu or Mahavishnu. And from whose Brahman, from whose sweat pores, unlimited Brahmandas are manifesting. So when he manifests the unlimited Brahmandas, the Mahavishnu or Karanodakshi Vishnu, Karana Udakashayi Vishnu, he enters into every Brahmanda. In every Brahmanda he manifests the water, sweat. And half Brahmanda is filled. And there he lies down. And that Vishnu is known as Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu. From the navel of Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu, there is a lotus flower coming. On top there is Brahma. So Brahma is born from good. And after the 14 planetary systems are created in the stem of the lotus flower, then Vishnu enters into each and every atom as Kshera Udakashayi. So this is about Vishnu. They are known as Purusha. They are spiritual, universal forms of the Lord. Now becomes Leelavatar. And what are the Leelavatars? Kumaras, Narada, Varaha, Matsya, Rama, Narasimha, Kurma. They are all who? Leelavatars of the Lord. Now what is the purpose of Leelavatar? The purpose of Leelavatar is to attract the conditioned souls and take them back home, back to Godhead. That is the purpose of Leelavatar. So Lord comes in different multitude forms, various forms, so that he can perform different pastimes and captivate the mind and then create a desireness so that we try to go back home, back to Godhead. And then comes, you have Gunavatar. And what is Gunavatar all about? Three gunas are there. What are they? Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Who is in charge of Sattva Guna? Vishnu. Now who is in charge of Rajaguna? Who is in charge of Tamaguna? Lord Shiva. No, you should not say that Vishnu is in Sattva-guna. He is in charge. And you cannot say that Brahma is in Rajaguna. Lord Shiva is not in Tamoguna. He is in charge of Tamoguna. But though you have the three gunas and three in charge, when it comes to Vishnu, he is not affected by the gunas. Brahma, though he is in charge of Rajaguna, he is affected by a guna, Sattva. He is not affected by Rajaguna. He is in charge of Rajaguna, but he is within the gunas, within the modes of nature. And Lord Shiva, in charge of mode of ignorance, he is not in mode of ignorance, but he is affected by the modes. So he is conditioned. Brahma is conditioned by the modes. Vishnu is not, he is beyond the modes of nature. The modes of nature cannot touch Vishnu. Shreyamshi Sattva Gunor Ramsi Hu. So that is why Vishnu, worship of Vishnu is superior to all the demigods. So we see that Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, within these three, which Vishnu is this among three Vishnus? Kshirodakshi Vishnu. So when you say Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, which Vishnu is he? Kshira Udakashai Vishnu, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, who is there as Paramatma in everybody's heart. Garbhodaksha Vishnu is Paramatma for one Brahmanda. Karnadaksha Vishnu is Paramatma for all the Brahmandas. And Kshirodaksha Vishnu is the Vishnu for every individual. So, Brahma, Vishnu and Lord Shiva. They are who? Gunavatar. Then comes whom? Manvantaravatar. And who is Manvantaravatar? There are 14 Manus. 14 Manus. We all know that in 1 second, we know 1 second. 60 seconds makes 1 minute, and 60 minutes makes 1 hour, and 12 hours make 1 day, 24 hours make a night, and 15 days like that makes 1 Paksha. 2 Pakshas make 1 month, 30 days. Like that, we have 12 months make 1 year. Like that, 4,32,000 years make 1 Kali Yuga. Double of it makes Dwapar Yuga. That is 8,64,000 years. Triple of Kali Yuga, that is 12,96,000 years make 1 Treta Yuga. And 4 times Kali Yuga, that makes 1 Satya Yuga. That is 13,28,000 years. So in the entire 1 day of Brahma is what? There are 1,000 cycles of Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. Just imagine. 1 day of Brahma means how many hours of Brahma? 12 hours. In 12 hours of Brahma is equal to how many years for us? 43,20,000 years. Because Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali put together, how much it is? 1 Divya Yoga is 43,20,000 years. 43,20,000 years multiplied by 1,000. So many years is how many hours of Brahma? 12 hours. And within the 12 hours of Brahma, you have 14 Manus. And all the Manus are also Shakti Avesh Avatar. But at the same time, to support these Manus, help these Manus, the Lord appears as Manvantaravatar. Yajna, Vibhu, Satyasena, Hari, Vaikunta, Ajita, Vamana. The present Manu. What is the present time going on? Present Manu? Vaivasvata Manu. Who is he? The 7th Manu, Vaivasvata Manu. That is why we always chant in the Sankalpa mantras. Adya Brahmane Viprarde Shidvaraha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare. Within Vaivasvata Manu, every Manu gets 71 cycles. So, in every 71 cycle, Vaivasvata Manu has 71 cycles. In that 71 cycles, Ashtavimshati Chaturyuge, 28th cycle is going on. In that 28th cycle, Kali Yuga is going on. And in this Kali Yuga, that is 28th cycle of the Manu, of Vaivasvata Manu, in that Kali Yuga, just preceding the Kali Yuga, Krishna comes in full. So Krishna comes in full only in 1 day of Brahma, only once. In the previous Yuga cycle, Krishna did not manifest his complete form. And only in the 28th cycle of the Vaivasvata Manu, when Krishna appears in full, in that Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears in full, and then he gives Krishna Prema. Just see, you're so lucky just to be born here now. If you had been in the previous Yuga cycle, then no. So, this is how. Now, how did Vamana become the Manvantara avatar for the present Manu? Because in this present Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, Bali Maharaj took over the kingdom of Indra. He drove Indra and then he just sat on. So now it's not. Now Manu has a problem because Indra has not completed. The present Indra is Purandara. He has not completed his tenure. So Krishna appears as Vamana, and then he does Chala. Chala yasi vikramane panimadbhuta Vamana. He did the cheating to Bali Maharaj, and then got the throne to Indra. So Vamana is a Manvantara avatar as well as Leela avatar. Like Kshirodaksha Vishnu is Guna avatar as well as Purusha avatar. In the same way, Brahma is Gunavatar as well as Shakti, Avesh. Now comes the Yuga Avatar. What is Yuga Avatar? Huh? Who is Yuga Avatar? 4 yugas. In the first yuga, what is Dharma? Yuga Dharma has to be propagated. Kritejyayato Vishnu. So in the Satyuga, Krishna came as Shukla. And then in the Treta Yuga, Krishna came in the red color, Rakta. And in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna came in the dark complexion. And in Kali Yuga, Krishna, how did he come? Pita Varna. Special Pita Varna came. Golden complexion. So, then Sanatana Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that in the age of Kali, the Lord comes in golden form. Then Sanatana Goswami said, hey, that form is you only. Hey, keep quiet. Let's go further. Don't talk about it now. So, then he said, let us hear about Shaktavish Avatar. So, Shaktavish Avatars are plenty. That is Seshanaga. That is, his glorifying potency is there in Sesha. Ananta Sesha, Bhudharana Shakti. Bhudharana Shakti. Kumaras, Jnana Shakti, Narada, Bhakti Shakti, Prutu, Bhupalana Shakti, and Parashuram, and Dushta Samhara Shakti, and like that, they are all Shakti, Avesh, Avatars. So this is how Avesh Avatars are described. The Avesh Avatars are 2 categories. That is Sakshat, Swayam, the Supreme Lord Himself come as Sesha, and Ananta, Bhudharana Shakti, and glorifying potency of Ananta is there. So that the Supreme Lord expands Himself and invests a particular potency that becomes Sakshat Shaktavish Avatar. And then secondary Shaktavish Avatar is Narada. So if you want to define Shaktavish Avatar, it is like this. To accomplish a very special activity, unique activity, special activity, the Lord invests a special potency in a particular living entity to accomplish that special activity. The Lord wanted to Veda has to be revealed, then He took a living entity and He gave potency, and then He made him write Mahabharata, it became Vyasa. So, though Vyasa is Shaktavish Avatar, the present Vyasa means the Vyasa who wrote the Vedic Mahabharata, the Bhagavatam, that Vyasa is Sakshat Bhagavan. This Swayam Narayana. Vyasaya Vishnu-rupaya Vishnu-rupaya Vyasave Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vashishtaya. So Vyasa-rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vashishtaya. So Vyasa, the present Vyasa is not himself. Now Avatara Sankhe. Avatars are unlimited. To count the avatars, it is a foolishness. But at least what we can do is, you can categorize the avatars. You can only categorize the avatars. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. When Krishna has been established as the Supreme Lord in the Bhagavatam, so the list of avatars were described by Sutta Goswami. So when he was describing the list of the avatars, then he thought, hey, I made a mistake. 2 mistakes done. One mistake is counting the avatars. You cannot count. How can you count something which is unlimited? At the same time, he did say that I made a mistake. What is the other mistake? While counting the avatars, I counted Krishna as an avatar. I counted Krishna as a... So, I want to tell something to rectify the mistake. Ete cham shakalatvam san Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam Indriyar Vyakulam Lokam Pradanti Yuge Yuge. So Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, and all the incarnations are either the expansions of Krishna or the expansion of Krishna. Amsha means they are expansion of Krishna. And Kala means expansion of the expansion of Krishna. Kala means specifically referring to Brahma and Lord Shiva and all these people are expansion of Krishna. And all the avatars, incarnations. Apart from that, there are some special incarnations of Krishna. That is, he manifests in the deity forms eternally at 7 places in 9 forms. Like in Mathura, Krishna eternally stays as Keshava. In Mayapura is Hari. In Kanchi as Varada, Varada. In Jagannath Puri as Purushottama. And in Padmanabha Aranya, Anandaranya. There he says as Padmanabha. And in Prayaga as Madhava. So in this way, all these incarnations, expansions, they are all very elaborately described by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this kind of explanation of the forms of the Lord cannot be found anywhere in scriptures so clearly, with such crystal clear. The clarity in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes the forms of Krishna. His forms are one and the same as avatars. They are one and the same time distinct. How Krishna is distinct from the avatars? Different forms. Deeparchireva Dasandanam Vidya. Like you have in Deepavali time, you put all the lamps in a row. Take one lamp, light it. And with that lamp, you go on lighting all the lamps, you keep the lamp. You see all the lamps are having the same samadhi. But still one lamp lit all the other lamps. So this is how among different forms of Krishna, expansion of the Lord, different forms in Vaikuntha, few of them, they appear in this world. They are called avatar. Avataradi means one who descends. One who descends from the spiritual world. Now, interestingly, the pastimes of Krishna constantly go on in this world, at the same time goes on in the spiritual world. Constantly goes on. So, Krishna's pastimes in the material world is also eternal. Yeah, unlimited Brahmandas. The moment Krishna manifests the pastime of birth pastime in one Brahmanda, immediately that pastime goes to another Brahmanda. It goes to another Brahmanda. In this way, Krishna's pastimes are eternally manifest in the spiritual world, at the same time eternally manifest in the material world. The Bhauma Lila is going on eternally. Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gives the example to Sanatana Goswami, that of a Ata Chakra. In villages we used to play, we don't have much crackers at that time. We used to put gobar, mix it with husk, make a ball, and then tie it with a rope, and put a fire, and then rotate it like this. So from far it looks so beautiful, like a fire circle. It is not a fire circle, it is just a ball. In the same way, Krishna's pastimes are constantly moving in the Brahmanda. So that's how Krishna manifests his pastimes eternally in the spiritual world as well as in the material world. So, to describe more about Krishna, you have to know opulence of Krishna, and also you should know the sweetness of Krishna. So the chapter talks about the opulence of Krishna and sweetness of Krishna, which we will be doing tomorrow. Because I'm going to Hyderabad tomorrow morning. We'll be back tomorrow evening by the time the class starts. So tomorrow you have an examination. You have questions. The questions will be given and you should answer the questions without copy. Without copy. And a lot of questions going to be there on avatars list and other things. But the questions will be revealed to you. Don't worry. Already questions are given to you. Many questions are there. I need to have the answers for it. Empowered by me. Yeah, if you are able to answer the questions, I can empower whatever I have. Whatever power, I will give everything. Nicely answer it. No problem. So any questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. This is not a question. You just said that Vyasdev is Saktavesh Avtar as well as his Bhagwan. So
This Vyasa, the present Vyasa, is being described as Sakshat Bhagavan. He is not just another Sakshaktavish avatar. Because he has to write the pastimes of Krishna, who is Swayam Rupa, Swayam Rupa Krishna. Yes.
Maharaj, as you mentioned that in Brahma's one day, Krishna appears only once.
Yes.
That too, so within Vaivas Manvantar on 28 cycles.
Ah.
So he does not, then the 13 Manus are not the time when Krishna appears. So only one.
Yes, only 1 month.
And
Krishna appears every time, but not in his full manifestation. Yes.
And then when he manifests, then because there are so many Brahmand which are appearing from Mahavishnu.
Yeah.
And is there any specific details also given that which Brahmand is?
No. The whole pastimes of the scriptures talk about just one Brahmanda. The one Brahmanda itself is enough. The scriptures, what you have, how many verses are there in Bhagavad Gita? 700. How many you know? So you're talking about another Brahmanda. Yes.
Maharaj, you said about the Chit Shakti, Jeeva Shakti and Maya Shakti. These are three. So when a Jiva constantly in both sides suggests. But the fourth, that is the fourth one, or Vishnu Shakti is top of the
No, only 3. Actually, there is only one Shakti. One Shakti. Parasya Shakti, Vividhayu Shurete. It manifests in different ways. And primarily 3. The complete manifestation of Swarup Shakti of Krishna is known as Chit Shakti. And Sadharana, the personification of, or the in charge or the presiding deity of Chit Shakti is Srimati Radharani. There are other categories also come, spiritual potency. Now, then the partial manifestation of Swarup Shakti of Krishna is known as Tatastha Shakti, partial manifestation, living entities. Like you have a bulb and you stick a black paper on it and make small holes. What do you find? Partial. That's called, just to give a vague example, living entities. Now, you put a red paper on top of it. That is what? Shadow potency of Swarup Shakti is what? Maya Shakti. Or Bahiranga Shakti. There are Antaranga, Tatastha and Bahiranga. So this is how we can understand the Shakti Tattwas. Yes.
Maharaj, when we say that we are servant of Krishna, in
Yes.
this material world, the understanding of master and servant is only one way actually, because master is enjoying and the servant is being exploited.
Yes.
So in spiritual world, we understand that it's a loving exchange.
Yes.
So how do we realize that in this today's world where that there can be a loving relationship with the master and servant?
Yes. Nice question. Now, tell me who in this world is not serving? Srila Prabhupada in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, he talks about A serves B, B serves C, C serves D. So a person may be master of 1,000 servants in his company. But that person, he goes home and becomes a servant of his wife. Isn't it? So, and still, in spite of being exploited, he's still serving. Why is he serving? Because he's getting some rasa. Isn't it? Though he's frustrated, still he's serving. That shows that the constitutional position of the living entity is to serve. The constitution is to serve. You, even though you want to be the master, but you cannot be. Master means controller. If you are really a controller, why don't you control your mind and senses and show you are a controller? So, since you are forced to be a servant in this world, or voluntarily accept being a servant of Krishna. Because if you serve anybody in this world, you will be exploited. That is the nature of this world. Forget about exploitation, they don't even remember. A person who exploits you remembers that, oh, I exploited him like this. But these days they don't even remember their exploitation and your service. Not those people, I'm not talking about those in the company, in workplace or business. I'm talking about your own house. A wife serves the husband 25 years, every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner on time, tasty. One day she forgets to put namak. Khana bana nahi aata. Pata nahi mera kaam aisa. The father takes loan and makes the son study, so much is cared for him. And he has taken 50 lakhs loan to make his son study. And son says, Baba, I want bike. He says, wait for some time. No, I just taken loan, I don't have money. What kind of father you are? You cannot even get a bike for me. My friends' fathers, they are providing everything. What kind of father you are? Do one small mistake, then gone. So better to serve Krishna, because he is there in your heart, he never forgets. He is one person who never forgets what you have done for him. When you offer one flower, he never forgets that whatever you have done. He always expects, so you have done effort, give another flower. But he never forgets. That's how it is. There is no comparison between the service or being servant, material and spiritual. Yes, last question.
आपने जो बताया कि कृष्णा का एक्सपांशन, बलराम फिर एक्सपांशन, वो करोड़ों तक शायद फिर हम लोग ने चतुर्व्यूह के बारे में सुना था, सिर्फ चतुर्व्यूह के बाद करोड़ों तक शायद का, तो आपने बोला expansion last में, संकर्षण, how many times?
We cannot say how many times because spiritual world is unlimited. Definitely it is the last expansion of Chaturvyuha. And that Sankarshana, he expands as Mahasankarshana. When Krishna desires, there should be creation, that's when. But they are all in spiritual world, so they are eternal. That's right. Okay, we'll sing the bhajan and then finish for today. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kar More. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kar More. Sumavena Te Dayalo Jagata Sansare. Prema प्रभु श्रीनिवास
हरे कृष्णा। तो पुनः महाराज का आवाहन करते हुए हम 3 बार हरे कृष्ण नाम को उच्चारण करेंगे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रसादन के लिए सब यहाँ नहीं है, गोविंदास के पीछे की तरफ नीचे पब्लिक में आप गाइड करेंगे। हाँ वही के सब वो गाइड ओके। वही पूछ रहा था एग्जाम रहेगा यहाँ पे आना तो ये सब अपने कर देंगे।
इधर आके देंगे कि घर में देंगे? यहाँ घर पे देंगे।